Hi, my name is Pat, and this is my channel, Book Chat with Pat, and I'm glad that you're here. Today, I'm going to be talking about a new reading event that will be taking place in September. This is called Octember in September 2025. This is the brainchild of my friend James at Quaint and Curious Volumes. This is going to be a reading event, a low-key reading event devoted to reading about cephalopods. That is, squids, octopuses, and other creatures like that. We were talking about the preponderance of cephalopods in both literature and film of late, and we just thought it might be fun to read around in some of the literature that's been created about these very strange creatures. The people that are involved so far are James at Quaint and Curious Volumes, Hannah at Hannah's Books, Steve at Steve Donahue, Jenny at Jenny Jables, and myself. And we'd like to invite you to join us as well. I've talked on many occasions on the channel about my reading of Shelby VanPelt's novel, Remarkably Bright Creatures. This was a book that I read on my own, and then I also read it with my real-life in-person book group. And it was a book that I was initially prepared to find sort of ridiculous. I mean, it has an octopus as a main character, Marcellus, and Marcellus is also the narrator of about half of the novel. And then I ended up falling in love with the novel, and I absolutely adored the character of Marcellus. So that was my introduction to the literature of cephalopods. But as it turns out, there are a whole bunch of books that have been written about these creatures. Some of them in recent years, a couple of them have been around for a while. One classic that would be an option, and I got this for pennies on my Kindle, and that's Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And as you can see on the cover there, it definitely features some kind of a cephalopod. I don't know if it's an octopus or a squid. I haven't read it yet, but that looked like that could be a really good that could be a really good option for the fiction prompt. Some other fiction that has been written about these creatures, Adrian Tchaikovsky's Children of Ruin. This is volume 2 in what is right now a trilogy. I've been talking quite a bit on the channel about my reading of volume 1, which was Children of Time, and that featured a human cast of characters, but also a cast of characters that involved spiders. This book has a human cast of characters, and it also has a cast of characters who are cephalopods. So I'm definitely reading this one in September. I'm looking forward to this. Another novel, this is a YA novel, which looks like it could be fun or interesting anyway. I don't know if fun is exactly the word. Anne Braden's The Benefits of Being an Octopus. In this, I think the octopus is more metaphorical than an actual character, but I'm not really sure. But I'm just going to read a little bit from the back of the book. The School Library Journal says, this heartbreaking, beautifully written book about finding one's voice will offer some readers a relatable reflection and others a window that can help build empathy and understanding. So this is about a young teen, a young adult girl, Zoe, who has her hands full with taking care of her younger siblings and also helping her mom and doing all of her school-related obligations. So much so that she imagines that her life would be easier if she were an octopus. 8 arms to do 8 things at once, incredible camouflage ability, and steady, unblinking vision, powerful, protective defenses. So that sounded interesting. Then another one that just came onto my radar is Ray Nayler's The Mountain in the Sea. This novel was a finalist for the Nebula Award and the Los Angeles Times Ray Bradbury Prize. This is about a group of marine biologists who are researching cephalopod intelligence, and apparently it becomes something of a thriller. It says here, no one has yet asked the octopuses what they think about this research or what they might do about it. A near-future thriller, a meditation on the nature of consciousness, and an ecological call to arms. Ray Nayler's dazzling literary debut, The Mountain in the Sea, is a mind-blowing dive into the treasure and wreckage of humankind's legacy. That sounded really good, too. And then some nonfiction. I just found this at my library this week. This is a brand new book. This is Drew Harvell's The Ocean's Menagerie: How the Earth's Strangest Creatures Reshape the Rules of Life. And a whole section of this book is about cephalopods. So that was one. Another one, this one's been around for quite a while. This was a National Book Award finalist. This is Cy Montgomery's The Soul of an Octopus, a surprising exploration into the wonder of consciousness. Just a little bit from the back here. Montgomery chronicles scientists' growing appreciation of the octopus's problem solving as she tells a love story, by turns funny, entertaining, touching, and profound. The Soul of an Octopus reveals what octopuses can teach us about the meeting of two very different minds. And another one that I've also seen around quite a bit of late is Peter Godfrey-Smith's Other Minds: The Octopus, the Sea, and the Deep Origins of Consciousness. Just a little bit from the back of this one. Although mammals and birds are widely regarded as the smartest creatures on Earth, it has lately become clear that a very distant branch of the tree of life has also sprouted higher intelligence. The cephalopods, the squid, the cuttlefish, and above all, the octopus are the closest we will come to meeting an intelligent alien. What can we learn from the encounter? So that looks really good also. So again, we're going to read, the prompts are just to read one work of fiction, one work of nonfiction. You can do one or both. But if you would like to join us in September for Octember, you can contact James via his Voxer channel, and I'll put a link to that in the notes below. Or you can contact me on my Voxer. I can add you as well. Anybody who's in the group can add you to the group. So I hope that you will consider reading about cephalopods with us in September. This just sounds like it's going to be really unique. And again, there's no pressure. There's no group read. It's going to be a really low-key, just reading and chatting about these very unusual sea creatures. So I hope you'll consider joining us. So As always, I thank you for watching. I hope that you're doing well. I'll speak with you again soon. Take care.